SEM Construction, and also Steve Doan, the Senior Associate with the architect Tillman Ruth Robinson. With that, I would like to turn it over to Paul Rolston for an overview of the campaign. Paul, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone, for coming this afternoon for this exciting event. Just another exciting event in the life of Stratford General Hospital here. It's kind of interesting that we're gathered in a space that was raised, or was fundraised for 10 to 15 years ago. We're here to talk about signing a contract to begin construction of the next phase of development of Stratford General Hospital. That's the $30 million fundraising campaign which have embarked upon, and we're currently at $23 million towards that goal. That represents 77% already. So, well done, everyone. Generous contribution on behalf of the family, also from the city of Stratford and the municipality of South Perth at this point. So, we still have $7 million to raise. There's lots of opportunity for others, including yourselves, to get involved. About a year and a half ago, we were upstairs with sledgehammers in hand, knocking holes in the wall. Today we use a different tool. We use a pen to sign a contract to begin the construction phase of the development. And you too can use that same tool, the pen, to get involved by signing a check to contribute to our campaign. So visit our website. There's lots of opportunity to sponsor part of the development, or simply just donate to the project itself. Thank you again, everyone, for your dedication to the hospital. I appreciate everyone being here, and I'll turn it back to Steve. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call on Ryan Itterman. Ryan, if you come forward and share with us some thoughts. Thank you.
So thanks, Steve. Sound check. I think so. Is that better for people in the back? Excellent. So thanks, Steve. I've been waiting for this day for quite some time. I see Mary Cardinal and Ken in the background. We've been looking forward to a new pharmacy and chemo unit for many years, and I'm really pleased to be able to provide a few highlights on the project for this group. Before I do that, though, I'd like to provide some thank yous. And I'd like to start with the pharmacy and chemotherapy team members. We have a couple of our physicians here, Janice Nicholson and Janice McNaughton. Also some pharmacy team members. We really appreciate your patience, your input on what we are building today. Certainly, we know that the construction process can be quite challenging. And for the pharmacy team and lab team members that have been displaced to make way for this new build, your patience will be rewarded with a wonderful sight in the end. This is short-term pain for the long-term gain that we're looking forward to. To the facilities team, I see Francesco there. Thank you for leading this project, keeping us all moving and on the straight and narrow. It's been great. Thanks to our patient partners. I see Jim Young, Jim Battle, Carolyn there, one of our volunteers. It's been so rewarding to have those team members help us design this unit to make sure what we're producing is going to meet the needs of our patients and caregivers, and it's been great to get that input into the design. A big thanks to Steve Doan. He's here today. Last time I saw him was on a baseball diamond, and it's great to see you here today. Thank you so much for taking our input, our deliberations. Sometimes it seemed a little bit scattered, but somehow you've been able to put it into the architectural drawings that we were able to tender. I'd also like to say thanks to Andrew and the HPHA senior leadership team and the HPHA board. Thank you, Steve. This is an incredible investment in our infrastructure, and we're just so proud to be here today moving this forward for our community. And last, Andrea and the Stratford General Hospital Foundation, we can't thank you enough. You're generous. The generosity of our community through your foundation is the way that we're able to make this possible. whether it's the new chemo and pharmacy unit or other equipment that's needed to provide excellent patient care, we truly count on you, and we're so privileged to have such a great group and a generous community. So there's a lot of other people that make the chemo and pharmacy unit possible, and it's not possible to thank all of them. I'm sure I'd miss somebody, but it really does take a whole team to provide the top-notch care we have here in Stratford. And it really allows our patients to get that care right in our community rather than needing to travel to London. So now on to the highlights. First, I'll start with our chemotherapy unit. And our unit first opened in 2002, so we have a long-standing tradition of care. We've seen thousands and thousands of patients here in our clinic in Stratford. And really, our unit is going to not only expand in physical capacity, but also it's going to be a much more welcoming and healing space for our patients and the caregivers. It's also going to be a much better space for our team members, our physicians, our volunteers, and it's really going to match the excellent care that our team has always provided. The space itself will expand from 12 current locations to a total of 17, and one of those spaces will be a specialized room where we can provide care to patients that require isolation. This is one of the many changes that we've made to design as a result of our experience with the pandemic, and we know it will serve us well into the future. We've also installed patient lifts in the department, which will help enhance the safety of our patients as well as team members, and additional washroom locations have been inserted, as well as washrooms that will better meet the space needs of our patients. We often provide our patients with a lot of fluid, and having a close washrooms in close proximity that have ample space for patients to use is really important. And the last piece I know that our team is looking forward to is a rest area for them. Right now we use a very small space, and with COVID it's been a very challenging time for our team, and having a place to rest and recuperate is really important. We're glad that we're able to include that in the new design. So overall, the space is going to be a welcome change. And I think it's truly going to be a fitting complement to the excellent care that our team provides. We've always had that amazing care team, and Janice McNaughton, I believe, has been here since the first day. And this renovated unit is really going to match that quality with the physical environment to make things possible. So over to pharmacy, our other aspect of this project. And the pharmacy itself here in Stratford serves not only the 3 sites of Huron Perth Healthcare Alliance, but also provide supports to our hospital in Goderich, Ontario. We have a partnership with Huron General Hospital, and in addition to our Clinton, Seaforth, and St. Mary's site, we have a specialized medication preparations that we're looking forward to have in our new facility. Our new pharmacy has a number of highly specialized spaces that will ensure we're able to prepare medication safely for the patient, but also to ensure safety of our team members preparing the medication. And this is a purpose-built pharmacy, not only in terms of workflow, security, but also making sure that we have ready access to the chemotherapy unit, as well as the inpatient units here in Stratford. So I know Paul mentioned the last time we were gathered in a similar group, we were taking sledgehammers to a wall up in the 3rd floor to begin the demolition of the unit. I remember seeing many smiling faces that day, smiling under our masks, of course. I'm not sure if it was the exciting project or the fact that we were taking out some much needed frustration during the pandemic. But that was represented the first physical step on our journey to the new pharmacy and chemotherapy unit. And there's been countless hours put in since that time. We're now moving forward with the construction phase of this project. That will see over 16,000 square feet of space renovated on our 3rd and 4th floor of the West Building. And it's just so important that we recognize these milestones along the way, and we're looking forward to working with SEM Construction and Amir and his team to make this possible. So thank you so much for being here today to celebrate this with us. And again, a huge thanks to the Stratford General Hospital Foundation, our wonderfully generous donors in our community. And this is really how we build the future, is with the generous donors of our community and a committed team. So thank you very much. We're looking forward to provide care closer to home well into the future, and this new physical environment will make that possible. Thank you.
Ryan, thank you for that tremendous overview. And I'd now like to call on our President and CEO, Mr. Andrew Williams.
Thanks very much, Steve. And as I was listening, Ryan, I've decided that from now on, I'm going to follow you in all of my talks so that I can just say what he said. As Paul said, it wasn't that long ago, or I suppose it was 13 years ago, but it doesn't seem like 13 years ago that we were standing in this lobby, ribbon cutting this expansion. And it wasn't long before that where we were ribbon cutting our ICU and our telemetry and our maternal child unit. And I can't really impress enough on everybody how important investing in our facilities is for our patients and for our healthcare team. I still remember to this day when we had a shelled-in space in this building and we're just getting ready to do our maternal child unit, walking Dr. Greg Hancock, who is still a great member of our team, through that space as we were trying to recruit him into this community. And so having the facilities for our team and then being able to provide the absolute leading-edge facilities for those who need our care is fundamentally important. And I think it's also key to remind ourselves that although we're building here in Stratford, the facilities and the services that are being impacted by the generosity of the community today, by the support of the hospital, are services that benefit the entire region. We have patients from all over Huron Perth and outside of this area coming in and accessing these services and really does strengthen the health system in total. So we're going to have a signing for those who are here. I always like doing these because they're basically stakes in the ground saying we're moving, right? It's great to talk about these projects and they often take a long time to come to fruition, but when we're at a point like we are today, we know that we're starting to build. We've got a little ways to go. It's going to be inconvenient for some, and I do want to tip my hat and thank those who have, but we're taking one step back to go 50 steps forward. So thank you again for everybody for being here, for the incredible support that we have from the foundation. None of this would be possible without the community's generous support to our team for the phenomenal work that you do every single day on behalf of those we serve. And to those who really step forward and make sure that we have the leading edge facilities that our community very much depends on and deserves. So thanks everybody for being here. And I'd like to ask Amir and Steve, Paul and Andrea to come up, and we're going to have a photo op with the signing of the contract. So thanks everybody for being here.